Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final webinar in the Sustainable Cereals competition. Today, we will explore soft skills. As always, I'm Catherine, and as usual, my colleague Line is with me, and Line is running the slides, and I'll be doing the talking today. So let's go to the second slide. I remind you that the logos of our sponsors are important. We should see something on this slide, Lene. Oh, there it is. Okay, the first part. Yeah. You see that I have the logos of our sponsors on my slides, and I remind you that you should do the same when you have your slides for the final conference. So you see here that we all have a lot of hard skills. And we've worked on these hard skills for years. We speak English. Many of us speak other non-native languages. We all have a degree of some sort. We know how to use machinery. We use our keyboard and we use laboratory and computer equipment. However, click, Lene. Most of us don't give the same amount of attention to our soft skills. We maybe think that we already know how to do all of these things. We know how to communicate. We think we're flexible, or maybe we think that being flexible is not important. Probably we think that we were born as leaders and we don't have to do any leadership training. And we all have fabulous networks and teamworks, right? We have hundreds of friends on Facebook. We all know how to work in a team. And probably we wish that we had more time, but I don't think too many of us really put any attention to improving our time management skills. And this is the critical aspect of soft skills, to give them the attention that we give to our hard skills. Next one, Lynn. Several different studies have shown that the #1 soft skill that employers want is communication. You see here that there are several soft skills valued by employers. Oops. Oops. But at all levels of job responsibility, communication is the #1 soft skill. And as you go up in level of responsibility, 1 means a low responsibility, 2 medium, and 3 a job with high responsibility, communication becomes more and more important. The #1 skill for food scientists and technologists, as you see in this slide, but also in other fields. So today, next one. Today we'll work on a special type of communication. And this type of communication is called the elevator pitch. Maybe some of you heard of the elevator pitch, and maybe for some of you, this is a brand new concept. Either one is fine. The elevator pitch is a short speech, and it tells the main idea of your project, your job, your training, and it generates interest in the listener. It's exciting. An important point about the elevator pitch is that it doesn't last longer than 90 seconds, maximum 1.5 minutes. And it's called the elevator pitch because that's the time, 1.5 minutes, that it would take for an elevator to go from the ground floor to floor number 5 or 6 in a typical building. The next slide will link to an elevator pitch that I like very much. This is the elevator pitch of a PhD student, and she is telling us about her PhD project. And I'm sure you can all appreciate that it's really tough to tell someone what your PhD project is. And I've been working on my elevator pitch about my PhD, and I assure you it's really hard. So let's take a minute and a half now and listen to this young woman's elevator pitch. Could you start it, Line, or do you want me?
I think it should come now.
Okay.
It's working.
Okay. Great. Go back to the beginning.
Okay, I'll start again.
Yeah, because we couldn't hear it well. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Still can't really hear it.
Okay. Well, I can share the link. Maybe it's better if I share the link to everyone.
Okay.
And everyone opens in.
Okay.
And then everyone watches on their own computer.
Okay. It's 1.5 minutes, so we'll take 2 minutes here and let everyone watch it.
Okay.
Okay. I think everyone should have watched this elevator pitch and we all learned something about the Amerindians and their relationship to the British. And to me, she talked too fast, but otherwise, I think her elevator pitch was excellent. And I'm going to take just 30 seconds and give you the beginning of my elevator pitch because it is much less professional than hers. Here we go. My PhD project was in neurophysiology. I studied the NMDA receptor. That is a cell membrane receptor for the excitatory neurotransmitter glutamate. There are many of these receptors in the areas of the brain which regulate the timing of sexual maturity. It seemed then that the glutamate system, through the NMDA receptor, could be involved in the neural signals which initiate puberty. The model system that I used to investigate this hypothesis was a small freshwater fish, the platy. The platy is ideal for puberty-related research because the anal fin of the male fish changes shape in 6 well-defined stages as puberty progresses. The female siblings mature at the same pace because the animals have been bred for hundreds of generations and they are pure genetic stocks based on the timing of puberty. At about 6 weeks of age, animals enter into puberty, and by 12 weeks, the fish are sexually mature. This quick timing and the small size of the fish makes it easy and inexpensive to study them for many generations. In fact, platyfish have the same puberty-related neurochemistry as humans and other mammals. The hypothalamus of the brain secretes gonadotropin-releasing hormone, and this goes directly to the pituitary gland and stimulates it to secrete gonadotropins, which enter the bloodstream and reach the gonads, the testes, and the ovaries, stimulating them to secrete the sex hormones estrogen and progesterone. These sex hormones stimulate different areas of the body to initiate the changes that culminate in puberty and sexual maturity. This system is the same in humans and in platyfish. In my PhD project, I looked for the NMDA receptor in the areas of the brain that are known to regulate sexual maturity, using a method called immunocytochemistry. In this method, an antibody binds to the NMDA receptor, and then a dye allows a visualization. Using a specific computer program, I could quantify how many NMDA receptors were present in the areas of the platyfish brain. I did this during different times of the life cycle, before puberty, at the start, at the end of puberty, and at sexual senescence, only in females. As in humans, the platyfish female becomes unable to reproduce as she ages. And in sum, what I found was that the NMDA receptor is expressed in the platyfish brain in different amounts in males and females, and in different amounts depending on the time of sexual maturity. So my study, my PhD study, opened the door to future research on how neurotransmitters like glutamate might regulate puberty in animals. Okay, so that's my elevator pitch. You see, I'm still working on it, but I think it's okay, getting better. And I'm going to share with you now the method that I used to prepare this elevator pitch. And this method is called guided visioning. So now please be sure that your microphone is off and make sure that you have either a new Word document open, or even better, that you have a pen and a blank piece of paper next to you. I'll give you just a minute to make sure you have something to write your notes on. And now, the rest of this webinar, we will spend working on your elevator pitch for your sustainable cereals project. And we'll do that using this guided visioning. In this exercise, you can participate in the way that is best for you. If you want to follow my instructions, that is great. But if you would rather be an observer, that is also fine. But you will likely have much better results if you put your full attention and your full effort into this exercise. Some of you may have done exercises like this in the past, while for others, this may be a brand new experience. And both situations are just fine. We start the guided visioning with a short relaxation. We all have very busy days, and our minds are crowded with thoughts. Research has shown that when we are relaxed, we can increase our focus. To relax your body and open your mind, I ask you now to take your hands off of your computer and gently rub your hands together. And then press them against your face. And give yourself a little face rub. Now, you can put your hands on your legs as you gently close your eyes or lower them or focus on a spot in front of you. Do not cross your legs or your arms. Notice your breath now as it goes in and out, but without trying to change it in any way. Throughout this exercise, you should listen carefully to my voice and to what I say. Bring your focus now down to your feet. Feel your toes and squeeze your feet and your toes tight, and then feel them relax and let go. Move your focus now up to your lower legs and try to tighten only your calf muscles, and then let them relax. Now notice your thighs and the muscles behind your legs, and tighten these two groups of large muscles. And now feel your upper legs relax. Move your attention to your sit bones and your pelvis, and notice how you are sitting, and perhaps adjust your posture. Take a few deep breaths into your belly and feel the air moving into and out of your abdomen. Now feel your chest. Notice your heart and your lungs as you breathe quietly, filling and emptying your chest with the warm and gentle outside air. Now move your attention to your hands and your fingers and let the tension flow out of them. Feel your arms and shoulders relax as your shoulders descend down, down, far away from your ears. Send your breath down your arms to your fingertips and feel your exhale come back up through your shoulders and out of your body. Now notice your neck, your face, and your skull. Feel a gentle wave roll up the back of your neck and over your skull and forward onto your face. Let the tension leave your face now as your forehead relaxes. Let your eyelids relax and your jaw. And stay there, right now, right here, in your body, in your breath. Leave all the mental chatter beyond and feel a gentle flow of energy relaxing your brain, your face, your neck, and your body. Now, I ask you to imagine that you can travel into the future. I will give you specific suggestions and instructions, and as much as possible, visualize what you hear in a clear, vivid, and detailed way. Try to put yourself in the scene as completely as you can. You're going fast forward now. Imagine the calendar on your computer moving quickly ahead. It's March, it's April, it's May. Now the summer of 2020 comes and it goes. And now the calendar slows and it is 16 November 2020. You have arrived in Rome for the Whole Grain Summit because your team won the Sustainable Cereals competition. Imagine yourself in Rome. See the Colosseum, the Vatican, the Roman Forum. And now you have just entered the conference center where the summit is being held. Take a look down at your clothes and your shoes. You're dressed well. You're very professional. Imagine exactly what you are wearing. Now you walk to the registration desk to pick up your name badge. You state your name, and as the attendant hands you your badge, the person next to you says, "Hello, I'm the head of the conference scientific committee. I recognize your name. You're the winner of the Food Factory for Us Sustainable Cereals competition. I am so pleased to meet you. I haven't had the chance to read about your winning project. Please, can you tell me what your project is about?" Now listen to yourself as you introduce the problem that your project addresses. And continue listening to yourself as you explain the key points of your team's project and how you propose to solve a problem in sustainable cereals. Now gently open your eyes, but do not speak. Take a pen and paper or use a Word document, and using bullet points, write down the specific problem that your project addresses and the specific solution that you propose. Lena, can you advance 2 slides? And here is the guideline for the bullet points. Please stay focused, back one, and write about your project. We will take 3 minutes of silence while you make your notes. Okay, so now you all have some points that are the basis of your elevator pitch. And what I'd like to do now is to listen to each of you give your elevator pitch about your project. Line, on the next slide, I think you can go to the stopwatch so that, yeah, I think that's a link. And if you click on that link, then we can see how much time people have.
Okay.
Yeah. It will go to an online stopwatch. So since we have the Miki team and the Ann-Britta's team as panelists, let's start with you. The Miki team, can you turn your microphone on and your webcam? Okay, we have a
Hello.
microphone. Yes, hello. Great. And I want to ask the attendees, now as we listen to Miki team give their first attempt at their elevator pitch, I'd like the listeners to write down one point that is positive about their elevator pitch. One thing they are doing that you would like to copy. And also write down one thing that they could improve. And remember that we're focused here on communication, not on the scientific aspects of their project, but on how they communicate their project. Okay, so Miki team, can you turn on your webcam?
Yes. Just a second, please. Where is it? There.
Nope, we can hear you, but can't see you.
Now I can see myself in the camera.
Lena, can you see that?
No, I don't see you.
Here. No. Can you see me now?
I think it's your camera should be.
Yes,
now.
yes.
Now.
See you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready to give it a try?
Okay, I'm a bit nervous.
Of course.
Okay.
That's okay. It's okay. We're all friends. No grades, no pressure. We're here to each other and to move our elevator pitches.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start the stopwatch. Do you think we can start it, Lena? Can you?
Should I press the stopwatch or the countdown?
The stopwatch.
Okay, so I'll start it now. Okay.
Yeah, press it because it takes a second to go somewhere else. Yeah, and now
Okay.
start. Okay, let's listen to Miki team.
So good morning, everyone. Mikwi. So let me introduce you about Mikwi. Mikwi is called my quick meal. So what does this mean? Mikwi means in Quechua to eat or food. So what we aim to solve with my project is that nowadays we are losing soil due to erosion and salinization. And this is a very important issue now because it's estimated that if the problem continues like this, by 2050 we'll lose 50% of the arable soil. So one thing that we could do is to use sustainable crops that will allow us to recover our soil. So one of these sustainable crops is amaranth, which is very robust and a strong crop that can grow in very salinity conditions and also is very resistant to climate change. Moreover, this crop has a very high nutritional value regarding the content of protein and some fat content as well.
Okay,
so,
I'm stopping you because
okay.
you are at 90 seconds, but that was a really great beginning. That was a really super beginning. So all of the listeners, can you go in your chat box and send a note to, this is Maria, yeah?
Yeah.
Send a note to the Miqui team, and Maria will see, of what you liked most about her elevator pitch. And Maria, I think you will get some chats. Oh, yeah, we can send it to you, to Miqui panelist. Okay. Oh, some people say they cannot write in the chat box.
Yeah, that's probably because you are attendees, but I
Oh,
think you can write in the questions then, to just write it.
Okay.
I think you can write in the questions pane.
Okay. And let's listen to the next elevator pitch. I think we have the and greeters. Maria, you can turn off your camera and your microphone. So hopefully we'll have time to give you another chance. And we'll listen to the and greeters. Hi.
Hi.
Who are you?
Am I audible?
Okay,
Uh,
great.
I'm Divjot from the Ingredus team, and
Okay.
I'm going to present my elevator pitch regarding our project called QNAMA.
Okay.
Okay, I will start then the timer, okay?
Yep, let's go.
So the important problem that we were facing is about the growing of the commercial cereals like rice and wheat, which require a lot of water, and they are impacting the environment. And the another problem is the wastage that is being produced in the cereal industry, which is not being valorized that much. So the use of the ancient cereals will be really sustainable for the environment. As the other team mentioned, it is good for it. It uses less water, and it is more nutritious than the commercial cereals, and they have a higher shelf life as well compared to wheat and rice. And the project is quite innovative because we are using amaranth and quinoa, which are quite nutritious in itself, and they are gluten free. So that will be targeting to the customers which are quite allergic to gluten, and as well as the wastage with that being produced in the bread industry, which can be used as a ingredient to make the vodka in the vodka industry as a malt. And the packaging of the bread will also be biodegradable. So this makes our project really innovative, and
Great.
I hope, yeah. Thank you.
We stop you now. You went only 10 seconds or so over, but you really told us also quite a lot about your solution and not only the problem. So that was great. So
Thanks.
let's make a comment about what was super in the Angreader's elevator pitch in our question box. And then the Angreader team can see this. This is Seti, this is right?
Yeah, I am Sethi.
Yeah, okay.
My first name is Divjot. It's a bit difficult to pronounce, actually.
Oh, okay. Divyot, yes, I see that. Okay, I thought that was your second name. Okay, Divyot. So let's give Divyot some feedback. And now we have to make one of the attendees into a panelist so that they can practice their elevator pitch. And I just randomly, Lucas, can I make you a panelist? Okay.
Shall I switch off my webcam?
Sure.
Okay.
Can you make him a panelist, Line? I don't see that I can. Here I have, oh no, Jaroslav. I can make Jaroslav a panelist. Jaroslav, you are next. Okay. There you go. Okay, so Jaroslav, Jaroslav is from the Spelt team.
He has some problems, he says.
Okay.
But if there's someone else, I'll try with Lucas again. I think he said he's ready.
Okay. Yeah, Yaroslav, I see your microphone, but not your camera. Yeah.
I don't know why I cannot. Maybe it's because he's on the web.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because I also cannot make him a panelist.
But otherwise, Lucas, I think we can open your microphone.
Yeah, okay.
And we cannot see you, but I think we should be able to hear you now.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Super.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, so Lucas is on Team Adley.
Exactly.
Okay.
Are you ready? And I'll start the clock. Okay, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm from Team Adley, and we would like to come with a solution for the undernutritionment of the world, and that people does not have enough food to eat. And then there is today with a lot of climate change and a lot of diseases in the crops. You're losing a lot of the yield of the field, and we are going to tackle that with job tiers, which is a really nutritious plant, and this plant is going to be it does not use that much nutrients. It's really easy to use, and it's already mostly in Asia. It's already quite common, but it's not used at the moment. And with that, we would like to come up. We have made a product we thought about making a product after it, which can then be stored easily and without cooling it down. And yes, and with that we would have like local economy. We would have like the nourishment of the people, and we would have to recover peoples that are suffering from earthquakes or other catastrophes.
Okay, great. So you fit in 90 seconds. So that's great. It's the maximum, but still really good. And let's get some comments on Lucas's presentation in the question boxes. Or in the chat for those of you who can chat.
Can you send me the comments, because I think I will not be able to see them in the web.
Yeah.
At
it's
least
because you're an attendee. Yeah, it's because you're an attendee,
Okay.
but I will send it. There's just one, I think that your voice is not so clear, but that can have something to do with the audio.
Yeah, but I think that's important to know for the final conference, because if your voice is not clear on the equipment that you're using today, you should use different equipment at the final conference.
Yeah, I just realized that like I used the microphone of the computer instead of the microphone of the headset.
Yeah, that
So
makes
you
a
should hear
difference.
me
Yeah.
much better. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, I think otherwise there are no comments.
Okay, just I have one, I send it.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Great. So let's, can we get at least one more team to try an elevator pitch? Who else do we have?
So
Maybe
if there's
anyone?
anyone from the attendees, you can raise your hand if you would like to try. Yes, Victoria. Okay.
Great.
Maybe I'll see if I can make you a panelist and we can see you.
Mhm.
You have to open your microphone and then turn on your camera.
Hello.
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 Sorry, I have a problem with my camera, so hope you can hear me.
We can hear you fine.
Okay, then I'll
I'm ready.
start. Okay, good. I'll start then.
Hello, this is Victoria from Spell Team. The topic of our project is using a spelt reed as a perspective ingredient in hard text technology. We think it is important for a modern person to get enough nutrients to keep up with the fast pace of life. A big amount of people now have a broken diet. We suggest to enter the diet hard text on the basis of spelt flour. This will normalize work of the digestive system, stabilize blood sugar level, and so on. We also know that the project is innovative because no one has yet proposed 100 replacing wheat flour with a whole grain spelt flour. For the first time, it was experimentally proved that the effectiveness of using flour from local species of spelt wheat for the improvement of the some pastry group quality and enhancement of their shelf life without any synthetic improvers. As a result, we have a healthy quick snack which will positively affect the human body and cause minimal harm to environment during production. That's it.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's take a couple of seconds to make some comments for Victoria. What you thought was super.
I think I can also see the comment section. So can you read some of them if it's any questions?
Yeah.
I see a comment. This is for her, very good to pause. Right, Lene, do you see that?
Yeah. Yes,
I found
someone
it
said it's
excellent.
good you have pauses between your sentences. Yeah, and someone found it excellent also. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
I agree. I think that's a very strong point of an elevator pitch and of a presentation, is to take the time to speak slowly and to pause. We tend to get nervous when there's silence, especially when we're the ones speaking. and we want to fill up the silence with a lot of words. But as the listener, the silence is very useful. I encourage all of you to try and incorporate pause in your presentation. Do we have another hand up, Line? Someone else wants to give it a try?
I thought I saw a hand. Maybe I deleted it again. If someone wants to go, have it a go, you can raise your hand. Maybe I clicked it.
Is it Sanjana? That was raising the hand. Yeah, Sanjana on the Invincibles. I think, Sanjana, we can make you a panelist. Okay. Hi, Sanjana. Hi, Sanjana. I can see your microphone is on, but I can't hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Can you
Yeah,
turn
can
on
you
your
hear me?
webcam?
Hi.
Great. Hi.
Yeah, I've turned it on.
Mhm.
Hi. So should I start?
Yes, I'll start the timer.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So we are the Invincibles, and our project is about alternative dairy milk. As you know, rice is one of the grains that consumes a lot of water while growing. So our product is to inculcate some ancient grains like fonio to produce alternative dairy solutions, and it is very rich in proteins. Also, it is gluten free, and it serves as an excellent and product alternative to rice milk. As we see, the rice milk market is growing a lot, and sorry. So we decided to incorporate fonio into make a milk and also to make kefir out of it. And then also this is our sustainable solution. Sorry, I was not very prepared. I joined very late.
That's okay. That's why we do this, so that you learn how to prepare. Okay, so we'll write some comments on what we think Sanjana did great, and we can say also suggestion how she could improve.
Mhm.
Okay, I see another hand up. Somebody else wants to try.
I don't see who it is.
Oh, no, no.
If someone wants to give it a try, you're welcome to raise your hand.
Yeah, we have a few more minutes.
Mhm.
Emotes, did you want to try? Sanjana, did you see some of your comments?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you know what
I'll
you did great
exit the webcam.
and what to
Yeah.
practice. Mhm.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Emotes, did you want to try?
He said he won't be able, or she won't be able to participate.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Lucas, did you want to try again? Does someone want to give it a second go round to see if they have been able to improve? Anyone? Don't be shy. We'll be happy to listen to you for a second time if you would like to give a second try. No? Okay, well, we are coming to the end of our 1 hour session. So I think it's great that we had so many of you participate. That's really useful. And we will ask you to evaluate the webinar. Line, can you tell them, do they have to
Yes,
go
I
through
will just copy this link. It's this time it's a survey monkey questionnaire, so that we get all of your answers. It's really important that you fill in this survey. I put it now in the chat box, so you should be able to click it. Otherwise, it's also in the follow-up email where you can see it. Sorry. Yeah. And then we just wanted to remind you, but I guess you already know, there are 4 days to go to the deadline for submitting your project and your presentation on the 15th of February by email. You see the email here. It's also on the website. The report template, we already emailed that to you, but it's also on the website. And we sent you also instructions for giving your presentations with the logos. Please put those on your presentation. And here's also the link to where you can find these documents. I think that's all from me. Yeah.
Yeah, if there are any questions or any comments, we have a minute to answer any questions you might have about the elevator pitch or about any aspect of your project report and presentation.
You're also welcome to email us, of course, if you have specific questions to your report or your presentation.
Okay.
I think not.
I think also the only comments are about people's elevator pitch. Okay, I see
There's one question. Should we give the presentation together or just assign one person?
At least 2 people must give the presentation.
Right. It also says in these instructions we sent to you, but and you can find them on the website also. But if you haven't gotten them, please let us know. I can send this document again. And there's another question, if the report should also contain logos. No, that's not necessary. No, it's only the presentation. Yeah.
Because the sponsors of the competition will be at the final conference. And so we want to be sure that they are acknowledged. They are the ones paying for the winning team prizes. So that is why we ask you to put the logos.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I just send a comment. The Ann Greeters team, that was Seti, asking if anyone has any comments on how he might improve.
If you do have any more comments, to any one of the pitches. You can also send your comments to us and we can forward them also per email afterwards.
Mhm.
And we're recording also this session, so you can watch yourself again if you want to.
That's right.
Self-assess yourself.
That's very useful. It can be painful,
Yeah.
but it's very, but it's very useful to record yourself and watch how you present.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that you found the visioning exercise interesting, and thanks all of you. Right, I think, Lena, we can say goodbye now.
I think so,
Thanks
yeah.
to
Thank you
everyone.
very much.
For me, it was very fun, and I hope you also found it interesting and useful, and look forward to seeing you at the final conference. And as Lene said, if there are questions, we are available by email.
Great,
Okay.
then everyone, a nice day, and thank you for joining,
Bye.
participating. Bye. Thanks, bye.